Thank you. We will begin our 2012 Hoisington High School Awards Assembly. I'd like to start off with standing and saying the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Women of Vision group this year would like to present 2 scholarships. Our first scholarship goes to Kayla Reisner. And our second scholarship goes to Christopher Jonas.
The Iannetta Memorial Scholarship, Mrs. Lewis, she's not here, so I will fill in for her. The Iannetta Scholarship was created a few years ago and was based off of an individual who showed great community service, also was involved in music, and gave back a lot to the community. And the person who will receive this scholarship for $1,000 is Katie Barrett. Dairy Queen Scholarship, Mrs. Seinert.
The Dairy Queen scholarships are scholarships that we give to our employees who work with us through their high school years and then continue through the summer afterwards. We have 3 recipients this year, Chris Crawford, Taylor Crawford, and Connor Mooney. And the way that these students earn their scholarships is through the hours that they put in. For every hour that they put in at work, we set so much aside, and that grows to accumulate for their amount of scholarship that they do receive each year.
The next scholarship is the Archer Scholarship from Golden Belt Community Foundation. Mrs. Sue Cooper was going to be here today, but something came up and she was unable to make it. The Archer Scholarship from Golden Belt Community Foundation, this was a new scholarship that was started this year, and it's for students that live in Barton County. One scholarship was received this year, and for the Archer Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 is Katie Barrett. The next scholarships are from Barton Community College. These are students that plan to attend Barton Community College, and it's off of their academics. And so I'll have Barton Community College come and present that.
How's everyone doing today? Good. My name's Tyson Ravel. I'm a admissions representative at Barton. Basically, on behalf of Barton, we'd like to recognize the following students for their academic scholarships. These are solely based on their GPA or ACT scores. Basically, we just kind of take which one's the higher of them. And it's also recognized basically for them turning in their applications before the March 15th deadline. The total amount that Barton is giving to Hoisington students is $8,600. And basically, we know some of you students may not attend Barton, but life happens, summer happens. If you guys decide to come to Barton during the summertime, your scholarship's waiting for you. So I have two for $500, Kimberly Harper and Dalton Lewis. Then I have two for $800, Christopher Crawford and Taylor Crawford. All right, then I think I have six here for $1,000. We have Darwin Brickley, sorry about that, Chance Damel, Connor Mooney, Matricia Oakes, Kayla Reisner, and Michaela Riedel. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Wayne Banks.
Good morning. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here this morning to present the Bern Ralph Scholarship, and that goes to Jenna Phelps. I'd like to take a moment to also enlighten you on something else that the Kansas Masonic Lodge has available for students, and that is the Kansas Essay Contest. To make it short, they have 4 places. Starts out at $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000. And also is there a runner-up of $500 or $500 for each one of those. So you can give that some consideration for next year. Thank you.
The Herman Hoffman Scholarship, Reverend Bruce Adamson.
You've only got another hour and a half of this to go, so I brought notes, but I'm not going to use them. It's a preacher joke. You'll catch it some year later. Herman Hoffman was very gracious to our congregation. He left us a large pile of money And then he also left us land in North Dakota that's become oil well country. Oh yeah, that way we feel that way too. Because of that, we have a Herman Hoffman Memorial Scholarship. The students who apply are generally awarded $500 for 1 year, unless you happen to be connected to a member of the church. And the case happens to be that Cody Richter, come on up, Cody. Cody has a grandmother who's a member of the church. At which point, he is receiving a $4,000 scholarship. $1,000 a year for 4 years, $500 a semester, as long as he stays in school and actually passes something. And inside here is a certificate as well as a letter on how to get your money.
Thank you.
The next awards presented would be their Arts Awards from Mrs. Lamro.
If I asked you to be a helper, would you please come up here, Kim and I think Mickey and Tiffany? Come on up. Art is in the limelight this year, 2013, as students have stepped out in an extraordinary way of approaching towards the art process. You may have noticed in the hallway there's a mural that Olivia has been painting. You might have been a part of that process, watching her paint the mural of the crane. You might have noticed as you drive past the bank, I've had a crew working on that as well. You might have noticed as you walk up the stairway, there's a jingle that gets in your head, and I wonder what that is. Do you all know the fight song now? Well, you better. It's a great song. It's a nostalgic song. It was debatable because it is gender-based, but we decided it's part of your history. The deal is, you guys, paving the ground, our young people, you guys in those chairs, have set a tone for the next decade, which is pretty remarkable. Can you imagine that? You set the tone. These visuals won't disappear. They get to be a part of your community, I would say, for at least another decade. Okay? You can't wear them out. So, congratulations to the following students. Here's what I want you to do. Come up here, remain up here, and as your name is called a second time, I did condense this, okay? Then step forward, just so that people can see your face, and smile. Here are the Vortex Exhibit Awards, and I'm going to hand these to you guys so you can hand them out. Okay, so Best in Show, Amber Karst. Okay. It might be best if you hold your applause to the end because there's a lot of names. You might be here forever. First place winners, Cameron Richter, Katie Barrett, Abby Damel, Presley Smith. Second place winners, Sean Turley, Cody Phelps. Third place winners, Desmond Noah, Olivia Lowry. And we have a group, Nick Dorschlag, Bailey McBride, Desmond Noah, and Kagan Blackwell all created a collaborative work. Honorable mention winners, Abby Damel, Sienna Ludwig, Kayla Reisner, Kim Harper. And now these are the awards which you can medal for art. Gold medals, Abby Damel, Katie Barrett, Olivia Lowry, Presley Smith, Cameron Richter, and your silver medal awards are Kim Harper, Sean Turley, Amber Karst, Kayla Reisner, Cody Phelps. Honorable mention, Abby Damel, and this again is a group, Nick Dorschlag, Desmond Noah, Kagan Blackwell, Bailey McBride, and then Sienna Ludwig and Desmond Noah. There's also congratulations. We did a lot this year. Congratulations for the Fort Hayes competition. And we have Katie Barrett, Abby Damel, Desmond Noah with 3 awards, Cameron Richter, Presley Smith, Kim Harper with 2 awards, and each of these received an award of excellence as well. Kagan Blackwell, Kara Hewlett, Amber Karst, Jeffrey Kaiser, Mikkel Macanola, Cody Phelps, Jenna Phelps, Kayla Reisner. I would like, if you're in my 6-hour art class, to come forward because you get an award of participation for reaching out to the 6th graders in our district. And that would be Stefan Dolchik, Kylie Crawford, Megan Haney, Abby Herder, Marissa Jonas, Riley Kester, Colton Netlingham, Casey Stevens, Levi Sneath, Madison Wagner. And then we also created an opportunity. You know, you can create your opportunities. And believe it or not, a lot of these were student-driven. Student-driven, that means they made these and it happened. So at the Kansas Wetlands Educational Center, which is a cool building about nature within our district, we set up an exhibit. And over 200 people saw that exhibit, not just from our county, but from all around. And we responded to what is Earth Day. We used records. So these students made outstanding works that people even outside here said, wow, those are incredible. Kayla Bitter, Kaylee Broder, Nicholas Dorschlag, Devin Donovan, Alexis Finger, Haley Kircher, Zach McBride, Shelby Sheeler, Melissa Stout, Lexi Beck, Mickey Curtis, Sienna Ludwig, Tiffany Snyder, Carissa Schramer, Sean Turley, Trevor Williams, Kaylee Crawford, Stefan Dolchek, Marissa Jonas, Riley Kester, Levi Sneath, Casey Stevens, Madison Wagner. Okay, I know, we're just wearing out the rug here, but we also have those participants, which probably already have awards. Pretty crowded up here, huh? It's a pretty good thing, like Mrs. Wilson said, to be really involved. So our mural people who get the awards of participation and have long-lasting legacy to leave behind, Kayla Reisner, Amber Karst, Brendan Knapp, Kim Harper, Tana Hickel, Olivia Lowry, Presley Smith, and Desmond Noah. I want to thank Miss Wilson for initiating the character core value, because I don't know if you guys realize, but that's our vehicle for a lot of things in the school. It's everything. And like a vehicle has wheels, this vehicle you can't wear out. So you're going to keep on hearing it. Thank you, students, for your extra special effort and things that we can enjoy looking at.
All right, way to go, guys. The next scholarship that will be presented is class of 1946 and class of 1953.
It's my honor to present the class of 1946 Memorial Scholarship for memory of Charles Harper and Jack Cox. As you know, a Sanzin painting was bought by this class in 1946. After the passing of Sanzin in 1954, his paintings became very valuable. These paintings were at the district office for several years. Due to the cost of those paintings is very expensive to insure those, and the board decided to sell these and invest the money and provide scholarships in their memory that will last forever. This is our third year. This scholarship is for $500, renewable for 3 more years, or a total of $2,000. This year's winner of the class of 1946 Memorial Scholarship for Charles Harper and Jack Cox is Christopher Jonas. At this time, Clayton Williams will introduce the winner of the class of 1953.
You did catch that 53, didn't you? I'm one of the few remaining dinosaurs of that class. We had a class of 64 people, and we sat right out there in that same area you're sitting in today with dreams and hopes, and everything seemed to work great. So I'm honored to present to Cody Richter the class of 1953 scholarship. It's $500 a year with three years following, for a total of $2,000.
The next scholarship is Superior Essex, Mr. Klepper.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. A couple observations. Number one, what a large class for 4.0. I said, that's the closest I've ever been to a 4.0 class, was right there. And number two, does everybody take art? That's remarkable, Christina. So congratulations. I think that's wonderful. My name is Mike Klepper. I'm the plant manager out at Superior Essex. I know a lot of you sitting in this building right now. And it's my honor to award 4 $250 scholarships on behalf of the company. The first one goes to Michaela Riedel. Second one goes to Cody Richter. Third one goes to Jacob Durrett. There's always a competition between me and Jacob on who gets out of Hoisington quicker. So, and the fourth one goes to Matresa Oaks.
The next scholarship is the Community Women's Club, and Mrs. Boxberger will hand those out.
Okay, we give out 2 scholarships per year, and they are for 2 years. And our scholarships this year go to Katie Barrett and Michaela Riedel.
We're going to get off track just a little bit. We're going to move the band up. So Mr. Kiesling will present his band awards.
Last year, I graduated 9 really strong seniors. And going into this year, I was a little worried. I kept thinking, man, this is going to be a rebuilding year. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'll tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. I got in a really huge group of freshmen, and I had some other sophomores and juniors that exhibited tremendous signs of leadership. And this group of individuals surprised me at every turn. And I was impressed with our growth this year. And it wasn't a rebuilding year, it was just a reloading year. So that's what makes stuff like this really hard. Being able to narrow things down to like 2, 3, or even 1 is really, really hard because I think all the kids are deserving. But after losing a little sleep last night, I was able to come to a decision on a couple of them. I'm going to start out with my Outstanding Freshman Band Member Award. I like to give awards to the outstanding freshman band members because freshmen have kind of a harder time than others. They haven't been marching as long. They haven't been playing a lot of this music as long. A lot of stuff is new to them this year. And I narrowed it down to 2. The first one I'm going to award it to is a person who you can tell just by watching her each day in class that she really enjoys music. And I think that is awesome. And also, she took a solo to contest this year and received a 2 rating. I'm going to award my first Outstanding Freshman Musician Award to Kylie Broder. My second one that I'm going to award, the best thing I could say about this person is this person makes sure that I earn my paycheck every single day. And the reason I say that is that they are relentless. Every single day, they're trying to get the most out of their band rehearsal. They're always raising their hands like, hey, Mr. K, what's this right here? What's the fingering for this note right here? Or what does this term here mean? Or do you want us to play a little softer at this point? And I like that. I think that is awesome. And, you know, it just shows me that they're just trying to, you know, be relentless and be the best that they can be. And I am very impressed by that. So my next Outstanding Freshman Musician is Jada Clone. Next, I'm going to give out the High School Band Merit Award. I could probably explain why I'm giving this award to this person by a story. There was one day in class we were practicing pep band music, and I look over and I see this student just going for it. They're pushing a lot of air, sounding really good. Matter of fact, the face is turning a little bit of red, just looking really intense. And afterwards, I heard a conversation between that student and another student. And somebody asked this young man, said, hey, you look pretty intense today in class. And that person's response was, you know what? I'm going all out. It's all or nothing. And that is awesome. And that just shows me how hard of a work ethic this young man has and how talented of a musician this young man is. The High School Band Merit Award goes to Ethan Woodcock. All right. The last award I'm going to give out is the Outstanding Band Member Award. And this award usually I give to juniors. We have 2 juniors, and each of them are very, very deserving of this award. Each one has surprised me this year by how much they've grown, by how hard they've worked, and we are a better band just because they are in it. I would like to award my Outstanding Band Member Awards to Desmond Noah and Ashley Durr. Thank you.
The next scholarship is the Education Foundation Award, Mr. Lowry.
I'm going to be assisted by Mike Klepper. Mike is the president of our Educational Foundation this year. Our foundation has been growing the last few years. We oversee over $750,000 on different things, scholarships and so forth. We have a golf tournament over Labor Day. The foundation wanted to award those students that have a 3.5 or higher. Also, the school board does recognize those students also. So at this time, I'm going to read the list as you come up and receive your award and scholarship from the foundation. Sydney Bilbrey. Anthony Broder. Chance Damel. Jacob Durrett. Caton Janikowski. I almost said that right. That's a famous person, right? Christopher Jonas. Tyler Jordan. Olivia Lowry. Peter McCool. Connor Mooney. Matresa Oaks. Cody Richter. Taryn Radenberg. Kayla Reisner. And Michaela Riedel. Each one will receive a $150 scholarship from the foundation. Thank you very much.
The next award is the FCCLA Awards, Mrs. Reisner.
FCCLA is an organization that enhances the family and consumer science curriculum. Students have the opportunity to be a member at 4 levels: local, district, state, and national. We have 3 students who have served as district officers this year. Our district president was Taylor Crawford. First vice president was Kayla Reisner, and VP of Star Events was Eric Schwager. State Star Event participants that all received silver, and please come up to the stage, were in the junior category of Chapter Showcase Manual, Kaylee Bitter and Kylie Broder. And our senior division of Illustrated Talk, Jessica Schaff. And senior division of Interpersonal Communications was Kayla Reisner. The FCCLA members decided probably about 10 years ago that they wanted to incorporate a scholarship to give out for those that were on the involvement that they were. It's a $250 scholarship. Members choose the winner, and it's based upon their the criteria of how involved they've been. And so this year's recipient is Kayla Reisner.
The next awards we would like to recognize is Vocal and Mrs. Lewis.
If I could have the following, please. Come forward. Katie Barrett, Jada Clone, Dia Curtis, Michaela Curtis, Larissa Donovan, Shannon Menka, Billy Mays, Jenna Phelps, Garrett Tyndall, and Hannah Wilburn. As long as you're in some type of order, that would be grand. Music is what pulls all of us together. It's what breaks barriers. It's what's the common thread for mankind. Without it, there's no life. We touch people through music. You're touched every day by music. The students that you see before you have gone the extra step. They've chosen to make music a part of their life. All of us do in different ways. But I would like to recognize these particular folks for these things. We have Katie Barrett, who is a senior. All 4 years she has taken solos to regionals. She's received ones. When you go to state, it's very cutthroat. This year she finally received a 1 rating. And it's about time. It was a job well done and deserved. She's also lettered all 4 years. And as you know, she's also the recipient of the Iannetta Scholarship, which is a very great honor. And so I'd like to recognize Katie. Jada Clone is a freshman. She exuberates a lot of positiveness. She's there. Even if there's a conflict, she will try to do her best to be what is there. We all try to do that in some way, and then sometimes we just throw up our hands in despair and just say, oh well, somebody else will do it. That hasn't been the case. And with Jada, she letters this year. And it's because she is the individual that she has, with work ethic, with a positive attitude, and with shoes and footsteps that she wants to become something, and she has a goal set in mind. And that is to be commended. Okay. Dia Curtis, wild woman. A lot of fun, a lot of good ideas. Steps above and beyond in a lot of ways. Gifted. Every kid up here is. You all are. But Dia went above and beyond with the things that she needed to do in order to letter this year, and for that she is recognized. Thank you. Michaela, kind of a sidekick of Sis, but yet in her own realm, very different. Michaela took a solo to regional this year. Italian piece, another English piece that was exceptionally hard. She's very dedicated, and I'm very proud of her for the endeavors that she did. And she letters this year. She met all the requirements, and congratulations. Larissa Donovan took a solo to regionals, received a 1 rating, went on to state, worked very hard, saw a lot of good things come out of the extra effort. A lot of times we put forth the extra effort, but how much effort is in that effort? Larissa went above and beyond, and that is to be commended. Shannon Menka, our junior. She letters this year. A lot of that was just flat out through the showcase and being very involved with everything that they needed to do. Mr. Billy Mays. Billy, another person who works hard, always asks, big E for effort. What is there I can do for you? How can I help? What can I do to help others? You know, some of you are laughing and some of you are you don't understand. But until you have filled that void, all of us can do that in so many special ways. What is your gifting? His is of service. Congratulations, Billy. And Jenna. Envious that she got to go to the Country Music Awards. But I will say she has been the most positive person this year ever. How positive are all of we? How many of us are just apathetic or have empathy? How many of us is the glass half full? It is a gift. Is it a talent? Is it something that we acquire? Is it something we give? Think about it. All of you have positive attributes. Where are they today? Where are you? Jenna, congratulations. Garrett Tyndall, he's been our president for this last year. He's been there through with everything. He is exceptional with leadership. He is good with words, good at convincing people that this is what we need to do. Some of us don't have that knack, or we don't have the tact. How well do we work with others? How well do you play in the sandbox when somebody starts flinging sand? There's a lot of leadership qualities in this young man, and I'm anxious to see what's going to happen in the next 20 years. You never know what anybody in this room will be in the next 20 years. Except if you're president, please remember me. Congratulations, Garrett. Okay. Don't mean to be long-winded, but I am this time. And I guess it's because, finally, I just want to say these people make a difference and you make a difference. And I want to stand in that gap. And all of you have probably received different awards today. There are a lot of people in other places who don't have that opportunity. Most of you listened to Hannah play at the concert, at the showcase. State and regional level, she received a 1 rating. She took a vocal solo for the first time this year. Did a wonderful job. Also very positive in class. Again. Are we movers and shakers? She's a key tickler. She plays the ivories and she tickles them well. Congratulations. Okay. So anyway, with that wonderful thing, I just want to say, all of us make a difference. And if you don't believe that, go take a look at yourself in the mirror and think long and hard. Where are you going to be in 4 years? Where are you going to be in 20? Where are you going to be in 30? And some of this is directed at the teachers. Retirement. And what difference will you make then? Thanks.
The next award that I'm going to present is from the Kansas Farm Bureau. The Kansas Farm Bureau has been around since 1919. It's a nonprofit advocacy organization that supports farm families who earn their living in a changing industry, which most of you are affected by. Most of you have that influence in your families. Kansas Farm Bureau stands up for its members through leadership development, agricultural education, legal defense, environmental advocacy, farm safety, risk management, rural development, and international trade. It's very much a global entity. We have a student that has been acknowledged by the Farm Bureau Association for a scholarship award, and that student is Chance Damel. And while Chance is taking the stage, I just want to read one more piece about this, because this organization is really what our schools are about also. Kansas Farm Bureau is a collection of men, women, and families with talent, skill, intelligence, wisdom, and faith who understand that together they are stronger and smarter than they are alone. Congratulations, Chance. Scholarship was for $500.
The next scholarship is the Festus Forever from Russell, Kansas. For this scholarship, for seniors to apply, you must be a graduating senior, must be planning to attend a 2 or 4 year accredited university or vocational school. The recipients of this scholarship is Jenna Phelps and Hagen Hanslick. The C.C. Hardy Scholarship. C.C. Hardy was the president of Hoisington High School for almost 40 years, from 1925 to 1964, a resident of Hoisington for 55. When C.C. Hardy came to Hoisington in 1925, he taught psychology, economics, coached all-boys sports at the high school, and was athletic director as well as principal. His 14 years of coaching record was outstanding. He continues as athletic director for 30 years and continued to teach economics or psychology class almost until his retirement. Mrs. Hardy was supportive of almost all high school activities, with her presence in addition to fulfilling many family civics responsibilities. She was an active member of the Methodist Church, United Methodist Women, was a past president of the Camo Club, volunteered as a Girl Scout leader, and served for years in the Eastern Star, PEO, Garden Club, and Heritage Club. This scholarship was created in their name. To be eligible for the scholarship, you must plan to attend University of Kansas. The recipient of this scholarship is Taryn Radenberg. This scholarship is for $1,500 per semester for a total of $3,000. The next scholarship is for students who plan to attend NCK Tech, either in Hayes or Goodland. We received these scholarships. Mrs. Wilson and I had went to a presentation, and for us being able to attend that, they gave us 2 scholarships, each of them $500. The recipients of these scholarships is Chris Jonas and Trevor Williams. The next one is L M Denis. Mrs. Wilson?
Dale M. Dennis has an Excellence in Education Award. Dale is still very much an active member in our Kansas State Department of Education. It's very important for him to recognize students who portray service, scholarship, citizenship, and leadership. This year's Dale M. Dennis Excellence in Education Award is presented to Peter McCool.
This year we had 10 students in debate. I'd just like to mention them: Shea Bitter, Brandy Bodine, Jenny Firking, Erica Schwager, Robbie Williston, Ashley Durr, Megan Haney, Abby Herder, Shannon Manka, Zach Sanders, and Ethan Woodcock. Of those 10 debaters, 5 of them medaled at tournaments: Shea Bitter, Brandy Bodine, Jenny Firking, Erica Schwager, and Robbie Williston. I'd like to call these 3 people up: Jenny Firking, Brandy Bodine, and Robbie Williston. I just want to call them up to give them attention. They've already received their awards. This is a first semester activity. These are the 3 people who earned letters in debate, and our outstanding debaters this year were Brandy and Robbie. Sit down. Okay, now on to forensics. We had 14 students in forensics. Let me read those for you: Shea Bitter, Terrence Crosland, Larissa Donovan, Jacob Durrett, Jenny Firking, Jordan Greer, Kara Hewlett, Ashley Lockwood, Olivia Lowry, Shannon Manka, Melissa Pata, Robbie Williston, Zach Sanders, Egan Hanslick. And from those 14 people that we had in forensics, 10 of those people earned, 10 out of the 14 medaled at tournaments. I'm not going to read those off for you. And 9 of them lettered. So let's get the letterers up here. Shea Bitter, come on up. Terrence Crosland, Larissa Donovan, Jacob Durrett, Jordan Greer, Robbie Williston, Ashley Lockwood, Olivia Lowry, and Shannon Manka. And you guys stick around here for a second. We just got back from State Forensics, where they did an awesome job. We had 7 students who qualified for state. Actually, we had they qualified in, we had 18 different entries qualify for state. We had 3 people who qualified with 5 events each, and we had another one who qualified in 3, and 2. They can only take 2, so they couldn't take all those events. But we took 7 people. They came back from state with 8 medals. Everybody who went to state medaled, and Olivia medaled twice. So let me tell you some of their highlights here. I guess I just want to say, I pick an outstanding student too. These have all been outstanding students. This has been a wonderful group to work with. I have been so incredibly blessed. For those of you who have had a chance to see them perform, they are incredibly talented. They have incredible natural ability. I've been so impressed with the younger students willing to learn and wanting to learn from the older students, and I've been so impressed with the older students wanting to help each other. They've been so incredibly cooperative. I feel more like I collaborate with them rather than coach, because they have so much to share and we work together. So every year we give an outstanding award, but I'm going to mention 4 people who are incredibly outstanding in my mind. The envelope, please. Okay, the winner of our actual Outstanding Forensic Student Award is Olivia. I worked long and hard hours on that medal. Okay, Olivia just did an awesome job. She qualified for state in 5 different events. She and Jacob took 2nd at state in improvised duet acting, and she also took 6th at state in humorous solo acting. She's been a great student to have in class. Right behind her and also receiving, also deserving mention, and I've got a medal too, is Shannon Manka. Shannon also qualified for state in 5 different events. She took 3rd at state in serious solo acting. Did an awesome job. Also, I'd like to mention Ashley Lockwood, and I've got a medal for Ashley here too. Ashley also qualified for state in 5 different events. She and Jordan Greer placed 4th with their serious duet and did an awesome job. And I would like to mention Jacob Durrett. Jacob only qualified for state in 3 events. Considering he only went to like 3 tournaments, they did an awesome job. And Jacob, obviously with Olivia, took 2nd at state in IDA, and it's been a real pleasure to work with these people. So, thank you.
Each year, the governor of the state of Kansas recognizes the top 1% academic seniors. This year, Hoisington High School was represented by Anthony Broder. So if Anthony if he'll come up, please. He's already received his certificate from the governor himself, so I think that I won't try to trump that. But I would like to have Anthony take the stage, top 1% of our school and in the top 1% academically for the state of Kansas. Anthony, I guess I am going to try to trump the governor.
The next scholarship is the Orr Scholarship. The scholarships for the Forrest L. and Rose Orr Scholarship Fund has amounted over $95,000 in scholarships since it was established in 1991. This year's recipients are Christopher Jonas, Ashton Nicholson, Matresa Oaks, Michaela Riedel. This scholarship is for $500. Thank you, guys. Coca-Cola scholarship, Mr. Lowry.
Since this is the last time I'm going to get the mic, and I'm kind of bashful, a couple of things. Mrs. Lewis got me thinking. She said, where are you going to be in 20, 30, and then she quit. The most important, 40. 40 years ago, this month, when I walked across the stage to graduate, who would have thought I'd been in Hoisington, Kansas? In fact, a country boy from northwest Kansas, I probably didn't know where Hoisington, Kansas was at that time, but it's a great experience, and I appreciate it. Also, I'd like to remind the seniors, and I commend you for the walk, the Cardinal Pride Walk yesterday, but also we have 2 teachers retiring that a lot of you had. Make sure you go back and tell them how much you appreciate them and what they've done for you and all the things and all your other teachers. At this time, I'm going to award the scholarships for Coca-Cola. The first one, please come up here, Jacob Durrett. Christopher Jonas. Olivia Lowry. Matresa Oaks. Michaela Riedel. And Cody Richter. Congratulations.
The next scholarship is the Joan Parkes Memorial Scholarship. In memory of a former Hoisington High School business instructor, Joan Parkes. For candidates to apply for the scholarship, you must be a high school senior who have a 3.0 GPA or higher. Looking for students who have a strong high school background in science and math. Also, consideration was given to students who have an interest in pursuing a career in business or teaching. This year's candidate is Matresa Oaks.
The Creche Scholarship Lee Van Syke is the Secretary and Treasurer of the Board. He has indicated that the Creche Scholarship is awarded from Mr. Creche, who accepted his first teaching position in Hoisington in 1916, teaching German and history. In 1919, he entered the military service and then returned to Hoisington to accept the position of high school principal. In 1925, he accepted the position of superintendent, a position he held for 34 years. He was also very active in the community affairs during this time. Over $320,000 in scholarships have been awarded to Hoisington High School graduates since its inception in 1962. This year's Creche scholarships are awarded to Chance Damel, Jacob Durrett, Olivia Lowry, Ashton Nicholson, Matresa Oaks, Jenna Phelps, Taryn Radenberg, Kayla Reisner, Cody Richter, Michaela Riedel, and Trevor Williams. Thank you.
The next scholarship is the Robert Venegas Memorial Scholarship. Some of the students probably did not realize that they were applying for this scholarship because we also use the applications of the CRESH scholarship as well. This scholarship was created in honor of Robert Venegas. He had taught math at Hoisington High School for 34 years. He valued higher education, enjoyed hearing about contributing to former students' achievements. In the words on one such former student, who is now a science professional with a master's in ocean geography and coastal science, this is what he had to say. Mr. Venegas was one of my favorite teachers of all times. He provided me with a foundation of math that helped me in college, trig and calculus, chemistry, and physics. Beyond his teaching gifts, Mr. Venegas was a great individual and role model, and I remain grateful that he chose to teach at Hoisington. Mr. Venegas enjoyed living in Hoisington and was active in the community, serving on the library board and the city council. He was well liked and highly respected and was known for his wit, intelligence, compassion, generosity. In 2009, his family dedicated the best way to remember his life would to establish a scholarship in his honor for Hoisington High School graduates. His daughters would like to recognize Michaela Riedel.
Each year, the Kansas State High School Activities Association recognizes students by presenting them with a Citizenship Award. The Citizenship Award is for excellence as an exemplary young citizen who has demonstrated a marked respect for country, assumed responsibility for improving school and community, and has shown reverence for life. The young man that is receiving this award for the senior class is Caton Janisek. The young lady that will be receiving this award, the Citizenship Award, is Olivia Lowry.
On behalf of the VFW Ladies Auxiliary, Chapter 7428, they were unable to come today to present these awards, so I'm presenting them on their behalf. The scholarships for this award is Matresa Oaks, Jenna Phelps, Taryn Ranberg, Kayla Reisner, and Cody Richter.
The Kansas Board of Regents is the most challenging curriculum a high school student can take. In order to receive the Kansas Board of Regents certification, a student must have completed Kansas Scholars Curriculum, which is the English 4 units, Mathematics 4 units, Science 3 units, Social Studies 3 units, and Foreign Language 2 units. The following students have completed the Kansas Board of Regents and have received the Certificate of Recognition: Anthony Broder, Jacob Durrett, Taryn Radenberg, Michaela Riedel, and Zach Sanders. Just like to congratulate them one more time. That is a tough curriculum to have accomplished.
The next scholarship is the Del Perry Pheasants Forever from Great Bend. This scholarship is between $500 to $1,000 scholarship. And to apply for this scholarship, the requirements are as followed: interested in wildlife, animal science, ag-related degree, maintain a 3.0 GPA, attend a college or community college in the state of Kansas. And the scholarship goes to Hagen Hanslick. And this scholarship is for $1,000. The Werner Scholarship was created to recognize students for their high academics in July of 1998. To apply, the students must be in the top 5% of the senior class, must be in good standing, must be an active member of at least one organization, club, or activity during their senior year. The scholarship goes to Ms. Teresa Oakes. Mr. Mason.
Extracurricular activities, both athletic and non-athletic, are a lot more than just playing in games and competing in tournaments. These students who are involved in these activities spend countless hours in the classroom, on the field, on the court, or in the weight room practicing and preparing for their competition. These activities teach important life skills that you cannot learn in the classroom. I am honored to present these students who have signed letter of intents to play college sports. First, Taylor Crawford. Taylor will cheer at Barton County Community College. He was awarded books and tuition. Second is Cody Richter. Cody will play football at Bethany College, and he was awarded a $4,000 scholarship. Next is Kaiten Genesek. Kaiten has signed a letter of intent to play football at Fort Hays State University.
Next is Cody Stetler. Cody will play basketball at Houston Baptist University. He was awarded a $40,000 scholarship. And last is Tyler Jordan. I saw Tyler leave, so I skipped over him. Tyler has signed at Barton County Community College to run track. He was awarded books and tuition. Congratulations, guys.
I would like to recognize individuals who plan to join the military. When I call your name, please come to the stage. Tim Lewis, he is currently doing his boot camp, I believe, at this time, so he will not be here. Peter McCool, Michael Pata, and Zach Sanders. I would like you guys to just say a little bit kind of what your plans are and how this is the military, what's gonna be like for you.
Well, I ship out June 17th and I'm headed to Fort Benning, Georgia.
I'm going to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for Field Artillery School.
I'm leaving May 20th for Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
We're all three part of the Army National Guard.
Thank you, guys. I would like to recognize academic scholarships from institutions. As I say your name, please come to the stage. From Fort Hays State University, Bryce Boxberger. Peyton Bullard. Kaiten Genesek. Olivia Lowry. These are academic scholarships that they'll receive from Fort Hays State, and you guys can stay on the stage as well. Kansas State University, Jacob Jarrett. John Brown University, Anthony Broder. Congratulations on you guys' hard work. Good luck. Mrs. Rife.
The award for the Outstanding Student in Mathematics and Science is presented to Michaela Riedel.
And finally, each year there are outstanding senior boy and girl candidates selected. The outstanding senior boy and outstanding senior girl are Hoisington High School students it's a tradition that dates back to 1939. Each person honored with this award has their name placed on a plaque in the main entrance of the high school. To be selected for this award, one must be a member of the National Honor Society. This year, the group of students in the National Honor Society was narrowed down to 3 boys and 3 girls by the Hoisington High School's faculty. Through the student body vote, the outstanding boy and girl will be selected. But right now I would like to acknowledge the 3 outstanding senior boys. The 3 boys are, if you'll please take the stage, Anthony Broder, Jacob Durrett, and Cody Richter. This year's candidates for outstanding senior girls are Matresa Oaks, Taryn Radenberg, and Kayla Reisner. The outstanding senior boy and the outstanding senior girl will be announced at graduation. So a big congratulations to these 6 young individuals who represent the senior class very well. So for right now, I am going to officially dismiss the 2013 seniors.